Hi there. 5 years ago today I released my first ever Christmas special, A Smashing Christmas. The thing is essentially a 15-minute short film made entirely using the Wii U's in-game upload system, edited on nothing but a Chromebook. It was quite an ambitious project to do at the time, only having access to a Wii U and a Google Chrome internet browser, but it kick-started me into doing what I do now, and although it's like some random video I made 5 years ago, I'm just internally grateful for it, that it's got me here, and I just wanted to do something to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of it. So welcome to my picture-on-picture commentary track. So A Smashing Christmas is a video I made in 2015, released on December 18th, and I really wanted to be ambitious and just make essentially some big, like, just Smash Bros, like, story video with I hate this. I absolutely hate this. And yeah, this was the final result basically. Oh Christ, it was created on Wii Video, which is an entirely online video editor. And there wasn't even technically there wasn't keyframes, it was like an A to B system. Yeah. So you can have start keyframe, end keyframe, and it'd be the entire life of the media on the timeline. So you can't do anything creative. No mask tool, which is what I use in everything now. But here's the start. It's inspired by For Glory, apparently, where people who play Little Mac are notoriously shit. That GIF was meant to be working. It doesn't. This is actually pretty sound. I mean, it's not really, but I spent ages going through voice clips just to see what interactions I could make them all have. I don't really get why, considering it's got no greater purpose to anything else in this, but dude, I don't care. I really don't care. I made this 5 years ago. Like, right, and then there's this. See, I want to really just talk out my mindset through this, but I was 13 at the time and don't remember anything from it now. This I remember. This was a joke in like videos I made when I was like 10 in Roblox. Text would just go by really quick, and I accidentally did the same for this, but because the editor's so crap I couldn't go back and redo it, so I just made a self-aware joke that the text goes by too quick to read. It's not really funny. If anything, it's an inconvenience to you. So this, I never actually planned out the story that Ganondorf tells here. And I wanted to make a prequel to it at some point in my life. Probably like 2016, because I knew I was getting an actual computer in the new year. Problem with that is... I wanted to do it in Source Filmmaker, thinking that would be easy to learn. I never really learned how to do it. I can kind of use Source Filmmaker now, but like I never use it for actual like animation and quality because it takes too long for what I want to do, and it just doesn't necessarily fit what I'm going to do half the time. So I just think right now it's not really worth it. Anyway, Bowser just knocked out a child. A child wakes up, looks around. Then, Christmas spirit. Originally, there was meant to be like 3 of these. No, there was meant to be 4. There was meant to be this, the old man that does appear, Zherzhid at the end, and I think the king from the Zelda CDI games was also meant to be one. But just because Wii Video had a restriction on how much you can actually edit together and then upload, I had to sort of reduce it back down to 3. But there's always going to be 3 main ones, and that is the guide. But then I just sort of had to make the guide one of them as well. Max wearing different outfits. I did that just because I find it a bit funny to have inconsistency like that. And I still do, but I'm very careful about it now, because it's very noticeable if done wrong. There's Zherzhid. I don't think this was his first major appearance in anything I've made, but it establishes that he exists. And that was a joke that no one in my school knew how to pronounce Jurjid. That is the River Thames, and it's from a video of a guy jumping into it from a commentary channel that I watched at the time. I just needed footage of some mank river, or ocean rather, and that was the only thing I could think of, so I just zoomed in on the river and the clip of him jumping off the bridge. I thought that was pretty cool and cinematic. Obviously now on the Switch I could actually make that without using JPEG images. There's a cave. That was funny at the time, I promise. So you'll notice in a second the Wii Video watermark disappears. That's because Wii Video had a thing where if you're on a free account, which I was on, for one time you can export a video as if you're a premium user without the watermark or anything. There was meant to be YouTube annotations on this, but obviously they're gone now. Anyway, my plan was to have the entire video rendered with like the premium trial thing, but I rendered the start to show someone, and that deducted from the time on the premium like test thing for some reason. So what I had to do is I couldn't go back and change anything in the first bit. Then I made a new account, which the rest of the video was edited on, and used the premium trial thing on that account to make the rest. I wouldn't put that in nowadays. Jesus Christ. I don't really have a thing to explain that. I still think it's kind of funny, all things considered, despite the fact how horribly this entire thing has aged. That's probably a joke I've made now, just some random geezer just saying a random... That was basically it. Like, Christ. I hide in jokes in everything, and that was sort of the earliest example of me hiding in jokes in a video. That song that Jurjid's singing, the guy took it... Well, he didn't take it off, he unlisted the song from YouTube. The link's still in the description in the credits for this though, which is how I'll get back to it if I want to listen. I've since downloaded it to archive. If he actually deletes it, I'm not going to share it or anything, because obviously it's for a reason he deleted it. I like it though, I think it's good. Anyway, so now Ryu's the guardian of this temple thing. I thought it would be funny if they had like a massive scrap. Just kills him instantly. Also, my setup for this was Wii U gamepad, classic controller, and a GameCube controller, I think. So I could have 3 characters on at most at one time, I'm pretty sure. It's also why this scene, like, there's never any, like, sort of wide shots of all the characters. I just didn't have the controllers to support them all. This is probably controversial to some people. Anyway, that aside, I made a me. Well, I was trying to make that me myself, but gave up. So it's just like a stock me with an afro who's really tall. And I thought it'd be funny for the reveal to sort of show this tall figure, and it's just that short geezer. So there's them. You know what's funny? I can't put GIFs in HitFilm, but Wii Video used them. GIFs, they render, but it only shows the first frame. So I always have to convert it back into an image sequence to import it. Anyway, they continue to scrap. Oh my god. Yeah, that's probably classed as terrorism. I didn't have anything to crop images at the time. I used this website, like some Pokemon Battle image generator, and for some reason there's a little black bar at the side of the screen. So what I did, I just got the text box off the image and shoved it in the corner, so like the top of the battle thing didn't appear. I don't really know what like this was meant to be. I just really don't know what this was meant to be. This doesn't really make sense considering the voice clip is from who we just had a scrap with, but that was kind of intentional. Anyway, he then kills Zherzhid canonically. Yeah, Ness just doesn't care anymore. Text cuts off here again. I used an annotation to fix it at the time, but obviously they're gone now. I really wanted to credit the guy who drew this artwork. Me at the time thought the best way to do it would just be to put 2 seconds of a sentence covering not half, like it's barely even an eighth of the screen, but yeah, that. Considering I can't actually keyframe stuff, I think that worked out pretty well. This scene is iconic. That isn't though. This is though. I have a this was recreated like as an actual animation by Fabian for the 2017 Christmas special. It's not beautiful. I hate the Smash community, mainly because it's full of nonsense. Anyway, there's the castle, which is just a recreation of the boxing ring. In retrospective, the way I would have done that text is one word appears at a time, and then the word ready appears underneath instead of replacing the whole thing. It's been one of those days. So, like with how keyframing was primitive, anything on screen had to be there for at least probably half a second. You couldn't just do like one frame specifically. I'm really into this, mate. Fight of the century. As any good character arc is, as a callback, and all he's been fighting for is now coming together for a scrap. Here's Bowser. You notice Ganon's completely absent for the rest of this. Nothing to add to that. Yeah, at this point, because it never actually references the fact they needed the spirit energy thing, I just thought it'd be funny to say that they've stopped caring. You'll notice between the start and end of the video, the version number of the replay's changed. Obviously, Space Jam Remix, it was 2015. So all these clips, someone I knew at the time, whose stream was called Flashy Pirate, I went to a lot. He was also the narrator for this. And I was like, I need your help. I need to get these clips. I've got no friend, but I need someone to play with. So can we do a match? I need player one, like Ness and Little Mac. Can you be Bowser and DDD? It ended up with this, me playing against him. He was a lot better than me. In all honesty, I lost both games. The Bowser one wasn't an issue because the end of that was going to be clearly scripted anyway. This was a bit of an issue though, so I just sort of had to fake it to look like a genuine match had been played. Yeah, really, it's just, Smash gameplay. I guess I can say, I think Smash 4's Final Destination is my favourite. I don't know about the platform itself, but the background, I think it's great. I absolutely love it, I do. The song that I prefer, Brawl's Final Destination. I like Brawl the best in general, I think, which is heresy, I'm aware. It's probably just nostalgia, really. The gameplay's not even like that good. No, most of my Smash, all of my Smash montages from the time were just terrible. The one I made for a joke on April Fool's Day, in 2018, I'd guess. That was like, it was okay. That was more about the editing though than the gameplay. That was more so just, I had a bunch of ideas I couldn't actually do in Wii Video that I just sort of had on the back of my mind, so I just finally got them all out of the way and done with. Right, Little Mac finally wins. Big up Little Mac for finally winning a game. Clearly scripted. Why? Then you can even see him hit Bowser if you go frame by frame. Junior's like pleading, like, I'm really good at story writing, if you can't tell. Nex doesn't care. Nex just kills him by slightly hitting him with a bat. They return. And the end was supposed to be that they all have like a big party, them and all the characters from the start of the film get back together. Oh Christ. Problem with that though was thanks. Problem with that was yeah, ran out of export time. So I just made this. Alright, thanks.